All right, guys, go ahead and fire away.
Travis, obviously it was disappointing the way everything kind of went up there in Indianapolis. How important is it to get that bad taste out of your mouth and maybe get up to a good start this time?
Honestly, I haven't thought about it since Monday, brother. It's in the past now. You learn from it. You know what you got to clean up, and you just approach this week like we have. With the intention to detail, the focus, the effort, showing guys around you that it matters to you and that we're going to get this thing fixed. And sure enough, that's what we did.
Have you seen those kind of good things this week?
1,000%. Yeah, it's been a good week.
Why was it important to you to put out that tweet about that play?
I mean, that's why we have a platform. That's why we have that, social media to use our advantage. And I mean, I was disappointed in myself. That I'm sure you could sense that from the tweet. It's just I put a lot into how much I care about what I put out there on the field. You know, I think about this thing 24/7, 365. So it's just I put a lot of pride on myself to be able to make those plays, and sure enough, I got confident I'll make the next one.
Travis, you talk about how that it was a good week of practice. In your experience, does that usually translate to Sundays?
1,000%, every single time.
Travis, when you come out of that, not to harp on it too much, but do you find yourself thinking more about that than things you did well in that game? I mean, is that the thing that sticks with you?
Every single film session I go into, I think of what did I do wrong, whether we win or lose. I got to keep fixing and keep raising the ceiling for me personally so that I can be accountable for everybody else.
Travis, Frank was in here before you came in, and he was talking about trash talking as part of football.
Yeah.
But then he also mentioned that every now and then he will get warned before he crosses a line. In your experience, how often have you been warned before crossing a line or when you got close to it?
I've always just crossed it. So I learned not to cross it.
Has that line moved since you came in the league? It seems like
1,000%.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, the league's trying to do something, make it I'm not going to comment too much on that. The league's trying to do the right thing. We're all trying to, make the game better. I don't think that necessarily makes it better. I think I just think that we, as overall, the league has to do a better job of managing situations like that, for sure. And relaying that to the refs. I'm not blaming the refs for anything. You know what I mean? Obviously, it comes from up top in the shield somewhere. So.
Well, it's different refs each game too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to know like who's calling balls and strikes, as it were. When another league kind of thing. I don't know if you were watching last night. Tua got concussed. It looked like,
yeah.
And he was hurt in the game before, and the union has kind of stepped up about this. You're someone who's been concussed and not come back in a game. Where are we right now as a league between the players' union and the team, and what players want to do? How do you find that line about trusting everyone and doing the right thing?
It's a tough line to walk. It is, and I was you're referring to the 2017 Titans game when I got knocked out of the game. Went into halftime thinking that I was just fine. Wanted to go back out there, but obviously hope that Tua is doing okay now. But it's a scary scene. The last thing I would ever want is for my family and friends to see me have to get carted off a field like that after a head injury. I felt bad for him. There's a lot of morale that, sunk to the floor when we saw Tua go through that. So it's just, obviously, like I said, the league's trying to change this game for the better, trying to make it for the better. I know that at the end of the day, even though Titans came back and won the game that I got knocked out of, I still wish I could have been out there with my teammates. That's for damn sure.
That was before there was the independent person on the sidelines, right?
No,
So
that might have been the first couple of years of the first year.
Right.
But yeah.
And so you want to go back and play. What's it like for them to tell you you can't? I mean, when you're going through that.
Honestly, it was just a lot of frustration, man. Knowing I couldn't go back out there and help the team.
Travis, on short yard situations, you guys use the tight end so much. I just wonder, from your vantage point, what you and the rest of the tight ends can do maybe better in those situations.
We got a really athletic group, physical group, and the two young guys. I can't even really call them young because they play like vets, man. They understand the game, they understand the offense, and they understand the intentions of the play caller and what Pat likes. It's a fun group to be a part of. Jody and Noah have been, progressing so much since they've been here. I I get excited when I see those guys have success out there on the field. And, anytime we can go 3 tight end sets, I think we got the advantage.
You obviously experienced the highest high winning the championship, but when you guys go back to Tampa, that's obviously the last place where you guys were in the Super Bowl. I just wonder what you can take from that game and how much of that can be maybe added motivation.
A lot of similar players. The defensive coordinator is the same, and yeah, we know that they're a great defense. That's you know that you're going to be in there for a dogfight, and what happened last time. So we got to start fast and finish even better.
Travis, and coming off games like that, typically when Patrick plays the same team that he did lose to in a game like that, he does really well. I'm wondering if you could sense something from him, even if you don't have to.
Just think the more reps that 1-5 gets, the better he gets. He's very calculated, but he also plays the game free. And that being said, he's doing his homework. He's trying to find out new ways to beat everybody, and especially when we aren't at our best. The following episode where we play a team again, he seems to be a little bit more.
Travis Kelce stood on the practice field in Missouri, the weight of 1,000 eyes falling on him. Yet he looked unbothered. His trademark Red Chiefs uniform glistened under the stadium lights as fans, reporters, and teammates buzzed about. But everyone was focused on one thing: the revelation about his upcoming wedding with Taylor Swift. In a world obsessed with both football and pop superstardom, their romance seems almost too good to be true, a storybook coupling of 2 icons at the peak of their powers. Yet as Travis began to speak about his wedding day, the world saw a different side of the NFL star. Gone was the unshakable tight end who fearlessly took hits and made impossible catches. In his place was a man deeply in love, his eyes shining with joy and a vulnerability rarely seen on the gridiron. "I never thought I'd talk about our wedding right here, before a big game," Travis confessed, laughter and nerves mingling in his voice. "But yes, we're preparing for something very special, a day that I believe both of us will remember for the rest of our lives." Suddenly, the roar of the stadium felt distant, replaced by a sense of intimacy and anticipation. Despite being known for his relentless drive and competitive spirit, Travis Kelce turned almost poetic when speaking about Taylor. "She's the one who calms me down after a game," he said, his voice softening. When you live in a world where everything is analyzed, every catch, every fall, there's someone who sees you as a person, not just a player. That's Taylor. It's easy to forget, amidst the swirl of statistics and highlight reels, that even the mightiest athletes crave a place to be vulnerable. For Travis, Taylor is that place, a refuge from the pressure, the scrutiny, and the endless demands of football. Naturally, everyone wanted to know, when's the wedding? Would it be a grand Hollywood affair, or something more understated? Travis, with a shy grin, revealed only as much as he dared. "We're going to do things the way we both feel is right. She's got her concerts, I've got my season, but the plan is going forward. I can tell you it'll be full of music, full of love, and maybe a few fun dance moves." The most electrifying detail came when Travis spoke about the first dance. "Taylor picked the song to open the wedding," he said, eyes lighting up. "I'm not allowed to tell, but it got me choked up the first time I heard it." He painted a picture of a quiet evening in their Kansas City home. Taylor, perched on the couch with an acoustic guitar, candles flickering, a glass of wine nearby. She started singing and I felt like the world stopped. It wasn't a big hit. It wasn't for everyone to hear. It was just for me. Incredibly personal, delicate, sincere. In that moment, the glamorous pop star became just a woman in love, singing for the man she'd chosen. While Travis remained tight-lipped about the exact date and location, he hinted at a celebration that would be intimate, casual, and elegant. "We want it to reflect who we are. Not too Hollywood, but like a big family party," he explained. The likely venues, Tennessee or Rhode Island, each with deep roots in Taylor's life. He playfully revealed that his brother, Jason Kelce, would be the best man. Jason said he's going to give a speech that will make everyone cry or laugh until they faint. "I don't know which is worse," Travis joked, the warmth of the sibling rivalry crackling in his voice. "But the heart of the wedding," Travis insisted, "would be about family. Her parents, my parents, Jason and Kylie, they'll be in the front row. Donna Kelce and Andrea Swift, the mothers of the bride and groom, have reportedly bonded over planning flower arrangements and table settings. Our moms really get along. I think they're going to make this day more amazing than anything I could ever imagine." Asked about his feelings on getting married, Travis grew momentarily quiet, his gaze drifting to the practice field. "I've won the Super Bowl. I've been on stage to receive the Lombardi Trophy. But the thing that makes me proudest is seeing Taylor happy. If our wedding day can bring that smile, then I don't need anything else." For all his accolades on the field, it was clear this wedding meant more to Travis than any championship. It was a chance to celebrate a love that had grown quietly between two people who, in their own worlds, are larger than life, but together are simply Travis and Taylor. Their relationship is a rare crossover, a collision of sports and music, each with its own intensity, drama, and passion. When they met last summer, it was as if two universes aligned. Since then, fans have watched their story unfold. Taylor cheering from the stands at Arrowhead Stadium, Travis spotted at her concerts, the world's media tracking their every move. But Travis and Taylor have kept the heart of their romance private, shared glances, whispered jokes, quiet evenings at home. In a world of relentless attention, they've managed to carve out a space that's just their own. As the football season barrels toward its climax and Taylor's global tours continue, the world waits, hungry for details about the wedding, the dress, the guest list, the song that will play as they take their first steps as husband and wife. Will Taylor sing at her own wedding? "Oh, absolutely," Travis laughed. "I don't think anyone can stop Taylor Swift from singing on her wedding day." But the greatest song, it seems, is the one they are writing together, a duet that defies the odds, that brings together two worlds, two families, and millions of fans. Through all the speculation and excitement, one thing is clear. For Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, the best is yet to come. And somewhere, behind the bright lights and the roaring crowds, a love story quietly unfolds. One that reminds us all that even in a world obsessed with fame and glory, it's the simple, genuine moments that mean the most.